KCTCS, transforming lives, transforming Kentucky.
Hi, I'm Assistant Coach John Robic, and welcome to this week's edition of the Hot Seat. And this week I have Assistant Coach Strickland with us. Rod, this is your first year at the University of Kentucky. What do you think of Big Blue Nation so far?
It's great. Great fans, great place to be, great basketball atmosphere, great facilities.
What's the most surprising thing that you've seen so far in our 10 months here?
Well, probably those packed houses every night. You know, rain, snow, sleet. They always packed in there and very enthusiastic about Kentucky basketball.
And for this year's team, the guys that we have on the team this year, what do you think about the makeup and how they get along? And do you think that that's part of the success that the team's had so far?
Oh, yeah, no question. I think coming from Memphis, we had those same type of guys. You know, everybody got along. You know, that brings camaraderie. You know, everybody's playing for each other, and that makes a winning atmosphere.
Now, a little bit about you and your background. You were an All-American at DePaul, were drafted in the first round, left after your junior year, and had a long NBA career. If you were to give kids advice on what it takes to make it in the NBA, what would it be?
Well, you did some background work, huh?
You and I have been together for 4 years now, so I know a lot about you.
No, I think I would tell them they got to take this serious. You know, this is something that you live, basketball, and you got to be dedicated to working hard and getting in the gym. You know, you can't have people trying to get you in the gym. You have to be self-motivated, and you know, I mean, to become an NBA player is hard. You know, not many people can do it. So you have to be different. You have to be special, and you have to have a great work ethic.
And the style that we play, is this a type of offense that you would have liked to have played in?
Oh, I'd have loved to. I mean,
what's the biggest why?
Well, I think first of all, you're telling your point guard or your two guard or your small forward, when you get the ball, beat your man and get to the basket. That was one of my strengths coming up, so I would have loved to play in this offense. And I think as a college player trying to get to the pros, that's what it's about. You know, it's about making plays up at that next level. And so this is a great start.
Now, you work extensively with the guards, you know, in practice, and I'm at the other end with the big guys, and I really don't see what you're doing a whole lot. But have your guards picked up some of the things that you're teaching them as far as to take their game to the next level? And what would the biggest thing be?
Well, I think a lot of times it's just conversation and showing them in film what they're doing, the mistakes they're making, some of the things they're not seeing on the court. So, you know, we do stuff with them that kind of translates into the game situations. But I think a lot of times it's just talking them through it and letting them know what they're doing wrong.
This will be my last question for you. I've worked for Coach Cal for 13 years, and you've been with us for 4 years, yes. You know, 3 at Memphis and 1 here, and your role has changed. What is it like, if you could give the people here, what is it like from somebody, not me, to work for Coach Cal?
Well, I mean, it's work. I mean, I've played basketball and been in the NBA, and I know about getting in the gym and working. Well, this is like 9 to 10 job. And so I think being with y'all for the last 4 years is kind of teaching me how to work.
Yeah, it's different.
It's very, very different, and it's tedious. You know, you have to be dedicated. This is like going out there when you're trying to become an NBA player. You know, you got to get in the gym and work.
You played for a lot of different NBA head coaches. I think you only played for Joey Meyer in college. Is that right?
Yes.
Is that if there was an NBA coach that you would compare him to, who would it be?
It would probably be like Pat Riley, Jeff Van Gundy.
And why? Because of detail, offense, defense?
Yeah, I think
the way he handles players?
Pay attention to detail, consistent in what he does, you know, keeps everybody accountable, all the players. You know, those guys, whether it was your star player or the walk-on or your 12th man, everybody's accountable. Everybody does the same things the same way all the time. And he just demands a lot, and he expects a lot, and he pushes you to the limit, lets you know when you're not doing things the right way.
Right.
And when sometimes, you know, players fight that, but after a while, when you're so consistent with it, they have no choice but to understand that this is the way it is and this is the way to win. And then when you get results, when you start winning,
Right.
you know, everybody buys into it.
Well, Rod, I appreciate your time this week on Hot Seat. You did a good job. You survived. You're not a big talker, but we appreciate it.